Karen's sneer could curdle milk, and the way she waddled across my lawn clutching my cat like a trophy made my stomach churn. By dusk, the neighborhood would know her for what she was, a thief who thought rules didn't apply to her. It started with a missing catnip toy. My tabby, Muffin, was a creature of habit, lounging on our back porch, batting at her favorite green mouse. I'd named her Muffin because she was soft, round, and the sweetest thing you'd ever meet. But that toy vanished, and I chalked it up to a raccoon or a gust of wind. Then her water bowl went missing. Odd, but I replaced it. When Muffin herself didn't come home one night, I knew something was wrong. My gut twisted as I scoured the neighborhood, taping flyers to lampposts, calling her name until my voice cracked. Muffin wasn't just a pet, she was my confidant through late-night study sessions and heartbreak. Losing her felt like losing a piece of myself. The neighborhood WhatsApp group buzzed with theories. Maybe she wandered off, said Mrs. Chun. Coyotes, suggested Tom, the guy with the loud mower. But then Sarah, who lived 3 houses down, sent a blurry photo. It was Muffin, unmistakable with her white paws and black-tipped tail, sitting on a windowsill inside Karen's house. Karen, the HOA president who fined people for untrimmed hedges and once berated a kid for skateboarding. Karen, who waddled into every meeting with a coffee mug that screamed "Boss Lady" and a glare that said she owned the block. Karen, who I now realized had been eyeing Muffin for weeks, muttering about strays lowering property values. I marched to her house, heart pounding, and rang the bell. No answer. I knocked harder, peering through the window. There was Muffin, curled on a couch, looking miserable. Karen finally opened the door, her bulk filling the frame. Her lips pursed like she'd sucked a lemon. "What do you want?" she snapped, adjusting her oversized floral blouse. "My cat," I said, voice shaking but firm. "Muffin's in there. I saw her." Karen's eyes narrowed. "That's my cat now. Found her wandering. No collar, no owner. She's better off with me." Her tone dripped with condescension, as if I were some irresponsible kid who couldn't care for a pet. Muffin had a collar, though blue, with a bell. I'd seen Karen yank it off in that photo Sarah sent. "She's mine," I said, stepping closer. "I have her vet records, her microchip info. Give her back, or I'm calling the police." Karen laughed, a harsh, barking sound. "Go ahead, sweetheart. Cops won't care about a stray. I'm doing this neighborhood a favor." She slammed the door, leaving me on her porch, fists clenched, fury boiling in my chest. I wasn't backing down. Muffin was family, and Karen's smug entitlement wasn't going to steal her from me. I called Sarah, who'd seen Muffin, and Tom, who'd always hated Karen's HOA tyranny. They agreed to back me up. Sarah had recorded Karen ranting about feral animals at the last HOA meeting, and Tom had seen her tossing Muffin's toy into her yard. We had proof, and I had rage. By the next evening, I was back at Karen's, this time with Sarah filming from her phone across the fence. Tom stood by, arms crossed, his presence a quiet threat. I banged on Karen's door, louder this time. "Karen, open up. I know you have Muffin." The door flew open, and there she was, holding Muffin too tightly, the cat squirming in her grip. Muffin's eyes were wide, her claws digging into Karen's arm, but Karen didn't flinch. "You're trespassing," she hissed, her jowls quivering. "Get off my property before I call the cops myself." "You stole my cat," I shouted, my voice cracking with emotion. "She's microchipped, Karen. That's theft. A felony. You think you can just take what you want?" Karen's face twisted into a sneer. "Felony? For a cat? You're delusional. This is my cat now. I feed her better than you ever did." She held Muffin higher, like a prize, and I saw red. Muffin yowled, and my heart broke at the sound. Sarah stepped closer, still recording. "Karen, we all know that's her cat. The whole neighborhood's watching. You're not getting away with this." Karen's eyes darted to Sarah, then Tom, who was now holding up his phone, showing the vet records I'd sent him. "You're all pathetic," she spat. "Ganging up on me because I'm trying to keep this place civilized? That cat's better off with me than with some broke college kid who can't even mow her lawn properly." Her words stung, but they also lit a fire. "You don't get to decide that," I said, stepping onto her lawn. "Muffin's mine. and you're going to jail if you don't hand her over. That's when the police cruiser pulled up. I'd called them before coming, explaining the situation, sending them Muffin's microchip info. The officer, a stern woman with a no-nonsense vibe, stepped out. "Ma'am," she said to Karen, "we've got a report of animal theft. That cat's microchipped. Hand it over." Karen's face went pale, then red. "This is outrageous," she screeched, clutching Muffin tighter. "This is my cat. I'm the victim here. They're harassing me." The officer didn't blink. "Ma'am, animal theft is a felony in this state. Microchip records don't lie. Hand over the cat, or you're coming with me." Sarah's camera caught it all, Karen's sputtering. Her refusal, the moment she shoved Muffin into my arms as if she could erase her crime. Muffin clung to me, purring despite her fear, and I held her close, tears stinging my eyes. But Karen wasn't done. She lunged at the officer, shouting about injustice and fake news, her voice a shrill echo across the quiet street. That was her mistake. The officer grabbed her arm, spun her around, and cuffed her. "You're under arrest for theft and resisting," she said, her voice calm but firm. Karen's screams grew louder as she was led to the cruiser, her floral blouse flapping, her dignity in tatters. Neighbors peeked from windows, whispering, some laughing. Tom gave me a nod, and Sarah stopped recording, her face a mix of shock and satisfaction. As the cruiser drove off, Karen's wails fading, I held Muffin tighter. She was safe, but the fight had left me drained. I looked at Sarah and Tom, grateful for their help. "Thanks," I said, voice thick. "I couldn't have done this without you." Sarah grinned. Karen had it coming. She's been bullying everyone for years. Tom shrugged. "Karma's a hell of a thing." Back home, I set Muffin on her favorite blanket, checking her for injuries. She was fine, just shaken. I thought about Karen, now facing a felony charge, her HOA crown shattered. She'd thought she was untouchable, that her loud voice and petty power gave her the right to take what wasn't hers. But she'd underestimated me, underestimated the neighborhood, underestimated the law. The WhatsApp group lit up that night. "Karen's done for," Sarah posted, with a link to her video, now viral on the neighborhood's private page. Comments poured in relief, laughter, stories of Karen's past offenses. She'd fined Mrs. Chun for a non-compliant mailbox, harassed Tom over his truck's oil stain. Now, she was the one exposed, her cruelty laid bare. I didn't join the pile-on. Holding Muffin, feeling her warmth, I realized something. Karen's actions came from a place of misery, a need to control because she had nothing real to hold on to. It didn't excuse her she'd stolen my cat, tried to break my heart, but it made me see her as more than just a villain. She was a warning, a reminder that entitlement festers when you think you're above others. The next HOA meeting was quiet. Karen's chair sat empty, her boss lady mug abandoned. A new president was elected, someone who listened more than they lectured. Muffin lounged on my porch again, her toy back in place, her water bowl filled. The neighborhood felt lighter, like we'd all exhaled. Karen's trial is pending. I don't know if she'll serve time, but the felony charge sticks. She's moved, some say to avoid the shame, others say to dodge the law. Either way, she's gone, and Muffin's home. That's what matters. Sometimes, justice isn't just a courtroom or a pair of cuffs. It's a community standing together, a wrong set right. A small victory that says no one's above accountability, not even a Karen.